The notice requirements provided in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given to the new schedule of meetings of the Spotswood Borough Council on January 1st, 2014. The new schedule was transmitted to the Home News Tribune and the Sentinel. It was filed with the clerk in the Borough of Spotswood, posted in the municipal building located at 77 Summerhill Road, Spotswood, New Jersey. We rise for a salute to the flag. If we could have a moment of silence for all of those who are serving abroad. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Councilman Stolen?
Here.
Councilwoman Rhodes? Councilman Lasacco?
Here.
Councilman Lagakis?
Here.
Council President Seeley?
Here.
Mayor Policino. We have two sets of minutes to approve. November 10th, 2014 regular meeting.
Make a motion to accept the minutes?
Second?
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Lagakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes.
We have a second set of minutes, December 1st, 2014 regular meeting.
Make a motion to accept the minutes?
Second?
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Lagakis?
Abstain?
Council President Seeley.
Yes.
Okay, we have ordinance on the second reading, public hearing. We have ordinance 2014-014. It was posted in the municipal building on December 2nd and advertised in the Home News Tribune on December 4th. An ordinance to amend the revised general ordinance of the Borough of Spotswood by amending Chapter 91, Article 1, Schedule of Fees, 91-5, Construction Code Fees, adding and updating fees, subsection 91-6, Licenses, Dog and Cats, and by adding Article 7, EMS Transportation of Patients, 91-26, 91-8, Sewer Rental Fees, and 91-9, Water Fees.
Make a motion, we open this for a public hearing?
Second.
Okay, what I'd stated earlier was this is to, I'm sorry, way ahead of you.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Lagakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes. Okay now? All right. What I had stated earlier is this to do with our fees for what services we provide and them going up a little bit. We happen to have Mr. Speranza in the audience today, if there has to be any questions from the public on this.
It's just the construction end of it.
Right,
There's
just the
several
construction
others.
end of it, yes.
Make a motion to close the public portion?
Second?
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Lagakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes. I make a motion this ordinance is adopted on the second and final reading, be published according to law.
Second.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Lagakis?
Yes.
Council President Stolen.
Yes.
We have ordinance 2014-015, as the public hearing was posted in the municipal building on December 2nd, 2014, advertised in full in the Home News Tribune on December 4th, 2014. Public hearing was set for December 15th. An ordinance to amend the revised general ordinances of the Borough of Spotswood by amending Chapter 199, Vehicles and Traffic, Article 2, Parking Regulations, Section 199-6, Parking Prohibited During Certain Hours on Certain Streets, Schedule 2.
Make a motion to open for public hearing?
Second?
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Lagakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes. As we stated earlier, this is to deal with the parking regulations around the Shonley School area.
Motion to close the public portion?
Second?
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Lagakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes.
Make a motion to move the
Oh.
ordinance and,
Be adopted on second, final reading, and posted according to law.
Second?
Okay. Councilman Stolen,
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco,
yes.
Councilman Legakis,
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes. There's too many of them.
We have ordinance 2014-016 was posted December 2nd in the municipal building and advertised in full in the Home News Tribune on December 4th. Public hearing was set for December 15th. An ordinance amending the Chapter 209 entitled Wreckers, Section 7-10, Wreckers, subsection 209-7, towing rates and other charges of revised general ordinances of the Borough of Spotswood, Middlesex County, New Jersey.
Make a motion, we open this for a public hearing?
Second.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes. This ordinance is dealing with the wrecker fees and associated fees along with doing that job.
Make a motion to close the public portion?
Second.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes. I make a motion that we move ordinance 2014-016. It be adopted on second and final reading and published according to law.
Second.
You write that down?
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes.
We have ordinance 2014-017 was also posted on December 2nd, advertised on December 4th, public hearing set for December 15th. An ordinance to amend Section 2-65, Section C of the Spotswood Code, Administration of the Government entitled Municipal Ambulance Division Third Party Payment Plan.
Make a motion to open the public.
Second.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes. This ordinance is dealing with third-party billing for our ambulance service for transportation for out-of-town residents.
Make a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes, I make a motion that we move ordinance 2014-017, be adopted on second and final reading and published according to law.
Second?
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes.
We have ordinance 2014-18, an ordinance amending and supplementing the salary ordinance of the Borough of Spotswood entitled An Amendment to an Ordinance Fixing and Establishing the Salaries and Wages of Certain Employees of the Borough of Spotswood, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey.
Make a motion, we open this ordinance for a hearing?
Second.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes. This ordinance is dealing with the two officers outside the bargaining unit, the captain and the chief of police.
Motion to close the public portion?
Second.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes. I make a motion that we move ordinance 2014-018, that be adopted on second and final reading and published according to law.
Second.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes.
We have ordinance 2014-019, bond ordinance amending ordinance number 2014-013, adopted November 10, 2014, of the Borough of Spotswood in the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, to make certain corrections thereto.
Make a motion, we open this ordinance for a public hearing?
Second.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes, this ordinance is dealing with the correction of both the ordinance number and the date of the said ordinance.
Make a motion to close the public portion?
Second.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes. Make a motion, we move 2014-019, be adopted on second and final reading and published according to law.
Second.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Lasacco?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley.
Yes.
We have ordinance 2014-20. This is the public hearing, an ordinance to amend the revised general ordinances of the Borough of Spotswood by amending Chapter 205, Water and Sewers, Article 5, Charges and Rates for Sewers by amending 205-27B, C, D, and E, 205-29, amending 205-28, and 205-30, adding A and B, 205-5 meters, amending A, 205-6 tapping, 205-7 water rates.
Motion open to the public?
Second?
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Wasako?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Stolen, Seeley?
Yes. Felt that bus tire right over my back. This ordinance is dealing with our water rate increase that we spoke of at our last meeting. As we had stated in the past, and we'll state again, we decided to stay in the water business. It was going to cost the money to do so.
Make a motion to close the public portion?
Second.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Wasako?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
And Seeley?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rhodes is here. Do you want to vote on that?
Yes. I apologize, everyone. I had a wake to go to, so.
I think she said yes.
Yes, I did.
Yes, she did.
It's your motion.
I know. Make a motion, we move ordinance 2014-020, be adopted on second final reading and published according to law.
Second?
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rhodes?
Yes.
Wasako? Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley?
Yes. Good night, Jerry.
Thank you.
Same to you.
Hi, Jerry.
So we have resolutions under the consent agenda for December 15, 2014. Council President and council members, I'll take a motion to accept the resolutions on the consent agenda, resolutions 2014-218 through 2014-233.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Second.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rhodes?
Yes.
Councilman Wasako?
Yes.
Councilman Legakis?
Yes.
Council President Seeley?
Yes. Okay. March. Give you the first shot. Would you have any liaison reports?
The senior center holiday party is tomorrow from 11:45, I guess, till about 1:30. And if anyone can, they invite you to stop by and say hi to the group. And they had their senior the senior club Christmas party. Was that 2 weeks ago? Sunday? Which is a great event, attended by a lot of people. A lot of people, they have two groups of senior groups in town. One is the Office on Aging, and the other one is the senior club. And a lot of people belong to both, and they have two separate holiday parties. So it was attended by most of us on the dais, and it was very, very nice time of year it is. Everybody has good fellowship and celebrate getting through another year. And that was it. That's really, Rec, the tree lighting went fabulous. If you were here, you had a good time. There was no way you couldn't have a good time. They had the donuts, the hot chocolate. They ran out of hot chocolate, so then they had hot cider. That was delicious. And they had singing, they had saxophone playing. The guy was fabulous. It wasn't Christmas music. It was kind of eclectic, but it was very good to be entertained. And Rich O'Brien was MC extraordinaire from Rec, the Rec chief, and all of us were here in attendance on this dais. All the council was there, and they were very appreciative to have everybody come out. And we honored veterans who were here, and again, another quality community event. And coming up on Saturday, I hear a certain heavy-set, red-dressed gentleman is coming to town on the fire truck, stopping at every hydrant to dispense holiday candy and presents for all. So if you hear the sirens going off, don't be afraid. It is Santa himself coming to town. So that's it. All volunteers.
Thank you, Marge. Anyone else?
I just want to concur that I was impressed with what Rec did, like we said before, and Rich O'Brien is something else, boy. In a good way. Yeah, just to clarify.
I'm good, thank you.
Kurt?
I want to thank the Sentinel for the article they had done on the broadcasting of our meetings. It gave it some publicity. We've had over 73 views of our last meeting.
Did they watch the whole thing? Can
Well,
you tell?
I think there might be something in the notes that would tell us that. I haven't looked at it yet. There were a couple corrections I wanted to make. Someone might have gotten the idea that we were eventually going to live broadcast the meetings, and that's not going to happen. It's a web
Right.
broadcast. And also, I want to correct that I alone didn't donate this. This was also my running mate in the last campaign, Ted Ritchie. He also contributed, our campaign contributed and bought the equipment, and we were happy to do that. And that's about it.
Thank you. Anything else, Ms. McDonald?
Maybe, could I ask Dawn, I wanted to leave this for
Sure,
Dawn in
go
case she
ahead.
addressed it. At the tree lighting, the mayor had a dollar figure for the amount raised in a very short time for the family that lost their home in the fire. Do you have an updated number for that?
No, I don't, I'm
As
sorry.
of 6 days ago, it was at $18,000. The original goal was
Wow.
$8,000. So in, I think it was a week, maybe 9 days, it was up to $18,000. And, you know, to donate, all you do is click on and you put a credit card in and they give you a receipt and it's done. So it was a quick and easy way to raise a lot of money for a family that's struggling.
I think that speaks a lot about our community and what we do and how we
Absolutely.
stand with each other. And it's a terrible time of year for an event like that, or any time. But for the community to step up in such a short time and help them out was truly commendable for the community in general, absolutely.
Similarly, it's not really our community, but I actually just found out tonight that there's a family that does a tree lighting in a neighboring town, or I'm sorry, like a house lighting, big show, and they put it together.
yeah.
And every year they donate all the proceeds. They have a donation box, and all the proceeds get donated. Forgive me for not knowing exactly what the charity was. I remember last year, I believe it was Eric LeGrand from Rutgers, the student that was paralyzed. I don't know what it is this year, but I know that there was probably estimated between $200 or $500 in the donation box, and somebody stole it off the lawn. So, sorry to bring down the community. I was saying how great it was, but
Not
unfortunately,
Spotswood though, right?
it was not our town. But
That's the lowest of low.
Yeah.
As of tonight, 17,600 donated. That was on the GoFundMe site
Yeah.
without whatever else anybody might have given.
and I personally know that there's organizations that have donated not through that site. So I gotta imagine that's much higher. But
Got a
you're
$500 check on the Columbus that I've got to turn over.
There you go.
Website. Just on the website, it's
just on the website, right?
17,600.
So that
I'm not sure
18,000.
how much they collected during the tree lighting. They had it set up over there.
So they've broken 20 by now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is great.
Just great.
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion open to the public.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. This is about anything at all.
Jim Sharon, 46 Easton Avenue. Just wanted to continue with the holiday cheer. I know it's tough in Spotswood. We do a lot based on our donations, based on our volunteer work. I just didn't know which organization to go after and look for donations. We're struggling with our streetlights, our decorations. It's nice that we put something up, but they're long overdue for an upgrade. Whether it be purchasing at the end of the year, this might be a good time because it might be more cost effective towards the end of the holiday season to purchase for next and future years. But I know last couple of years that's been an issue. Once they're stored, once we get them up, and by the time they get up, some of them light, some of them don't, some of the lights work. But something as simple as just the snowflake lights that they've put up in Milltown and some of the smaller surrounding towns, it just looks nice coming into town. Some of them have the drapery across coming into the middle of Main Street. I know we're tight with budget. I don't know which organization would have to go after donations for that, but I'm sure there's a way that we can help with that that holiday spirit that we've done a great job with.
The chairman of the organization happens to be sitting right behind you, but it would be the Cultural and Heritage Commission.
Okay.
Now they're hiding.
Something maybe we could look
Ones with
into.
paper bags.
But it's good for, I mean, maybe now, purchase for, at the end of the year, might be a little more cost effective.
I can honestly,
Your budget doesn't stretch that.
I'm certain.
That's
Maybe we-
true.
I can honestly say that everybody on here in the diocese that attends the league, at the league, they have all kinds of demonstrations of things. Every one of us has stopped by the decorations booth
Oh, yeah.
because we feel the same way. They are getting aged.
It's tired. They've gotten
There'll be
tired.
ways, and there are ways. There are ways. I mean, we have a very generous business culture in this town.
Yeah,
And I'm sure if it's approached the right way, it can be done.
absolutely. But I just didn't know what the right organization was. Now that I know.
It is them, and that certainly, I sat as the liaison for a while. They're 100% right. When you're dealing with a budget the size that they do a heck of a lot
Absolutely.
with it. So that certainly wasn't a shot, but that is something that has to, I know we discussed it way back when I was there, but
Yeah, I know it's an ongoing thing. I just figured maybe now, towards the end of the season, somebody's, I don't know where you would purchase from, but you might get a better deal at the end of the season versus purchasing for season.
Well, I'm long in the tooth, and you remember, Pat McKenna was a former crossing guard who originally raised the funds
Yeah.
for those lights. That's got to be, how long, 25 years ago?
It's about that.
Yeah, so kudos to John.
And just keeping them alive as long as they've been is probably a task in itself, but
Yeah.
it's time.
John Mayer says when he puts them up, the lights are all on.
Absolutely.
It's just what happens when the weather hits them and the connection. So I agree with you. I think that would be a great thing.
Something to look into.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for bringing it up. But she had a Santa hat on.
Cheryl Bass, 289 Main Street. I'm glad that Marge is now on the dais, because my question basically would be directed to Marge. First of all, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And since we can speak about any topic, the media came out with a report that the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, said that the flu vaccine was not effective for this season, that it missed a large part of what the flu is for this season. And I know that Marge, out of the kindness of her heart that she is, she had been telling everyone, please get your flu shot this season. We're expecting a bad flu. My question is this: how was this report, this news report, received at the hospital that you're at? We rely on our elected officials. I know the CDC is appointed, but we rely on our bureaucrats. We rely on them to protect us. They tell us to get the flu shot. We go out, we get the flu shot. And then they announce it's not effective this season, that we missed it. What was the reaction at the hospital as a...
Cheryl, we could be here all night. This is my forte. I love medicine. So it's scientists who actually put together the formulation for each flu season. And what they do is they base on the virus that went around as the flu the year before. And so they decide which strains they're going to put into the vaccine to protect for the coming flu season. But it's an educated guess. And sometimes they're right on, and sometimes they're a little bit off, but no matter what, it's still going to protect you from the flu. It might not make it as bad as it could have been. Like, if you didn't get the flu shot, you still would have had a terrible time with the flu, and it kills people. It kills 40,000 people a year in the United States, children and elderly the most. So it protects you if you can catch it, but you won't catch it as severe as if you didn't have the flu shot. So It's an H3N2 virus that's circulating in this flu season, and the formulation was off a little bit with the H's and the N's, but it still targets a lot of the flu that is circulating, because as you know, as the virus mutates, it evolves through the population, it can change slightly as to which strains are the most severe. So it's an educated guess every year. They did come out, the media, the best person to talk to about health is your doctor, because the media will play up all the bad and not explain it fully for the general public to really make good, educated guesses. So the best way to address this every year, when you have concerns about the flu shot or any health concern, the best person to talk to is your medical professional, your physician or your nurse practitioner, because they are the ones that can fully educate you all about the issue.
This particular year, during the summertime, unaccompanied children entered this country, and they brought with them disease, the enterovirus, and it was known in the medical community, so that the medical community of the CDC, in putting together this vaccine, had new information as to who was coming into this country, what diseases they were bringing into this country, and where those people who were bringing the diseases into this country, where they were located. They're not in the shadows. The bureaucrats know where they're located.
I would dispute that those people brought in disease. If you look at the latest reports out of the NHL, the mumps was spread from one team to another, right? Those were all people that had been in the country and had, and a breakout of the mumps came. Just because...
Whooping cough in California.
Yeah, so things happen no matter whether you're illegal immigration or not. Disease just gets passed from person to person. They actually decide on the strain of the flu in spring. They don't do it in the summer, because in the summer they're already producing the vaccine that they're going to use. So that I would like to correct that too.
Okay.
Okay?
I thank you very much. I knew that you had the most expertise, and I knew that you alerted the public as best you could. Please get a flu shot.
And you know what? Unless you've seen someone die from it, you might think it's a passing illness, maybe a week of aches and pains. It is not. It is a deadly disease. It's not as it's understated in my mind. I think everybody should get the flu shot. And the recommendation is everybody over 6 months old.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry.
It's okay.
Put me on my soapbox.
Public information, it's a good thing. If there's no other business.
Making a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Motion?
Don't adjourn yet.
Don't?
No,
Don't.
because I have a question. I have given all of you a copy of our schedule of meetings for next year, and I need some advice as to whether you're going to accept it, adopt it, or...
I'm okay with it.
I'm absolutely okay. It doesn't conflict with weddings.
As I said, I moved some meetings to a Wednesday, rather across than down. Some of the Wednesdays are the day after election. We have June election and November, and it's better to have the meeting after than before.
I looked at it and I responded to you. It hasn't changed since the correspondent to us, right? Okay, because there was just that one, so, but no problem. I certainly wouldn't want that to hold up.
And I can go ahead and advertise it as it stands.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
As a courtesy, Mr. Ricky?
I responded, but my answer was very simple. I'm the new guy. I'll go along with it.
Okay. I'm sorry, Pat.
I didn't ignore him.
I know. I know you wouldn't, Pat.
And before, if I may, before we close our meeting, this is our last meeting of the year, and we're going to say goodbye to one of our colleagues on the dais here tonight, Nick Lagakis. And I have to say, he's the type of person we should have serving in government. He's a busy man, he's a professional man, but he has taken the time to dedicate himself to serve with us. That's valuable time from his family. He has been knowledgeable. He's followed the intricacies of the complicated things we discussed. And from one colleague to another, he's been a reliable defender of fiscal sanity. Nick, I'll miss you very much.
Thank you, Kurt. I appreciate that.
Marge?
I am blessed because I continue to work with Nick on the Spotswood Education Foundation Board of Trustees. And so that's where we first met, and we will continue to have a professional relationship there. It has been a blessing to have him here. He is a voice of reason. He is a good guy. So thank you, Nick, for your service.
Thank you much.
And much success in the future.
Thank you.
Frank?
I tell you, he will be sorely missed on the dais, but I know, I've already had discussions, and he's not, unfortunately for him, he's not going to be able to delete my phone, my number out of his,
Already done.
off his phone.
You should hear the song that
Until the
plays.
restraining order is complete, that's not going to work, but I'll miss Nick sitting up here, but I know he'll always be around. Always been a community supporter and will continue to do so with the sponsored education as well as GBC and everything that he does. As a resident of the town, forget this. I appreciate it a lot, and aside from all the stuff that he had impact on, he came into a library at a very decisive time and saw that through, and now, I mean, it's thriving, and that's just a testament to what he's done on council. So, sorry to see you go, but I'm jealous, so.
Well, as I sit up here in this lovely middle seat, you come to rely on everybody up here for their decisions and your help along the way. And for only being a short-term councilman, as Nick has been, one term, I've gone to him several times, and he's given me some great insight. And as well as busy a man as he is, he's answered me way more than one time from Washington, D.C., I'm pretty sure of that. And I am going to miss you as well. Our friendship, I know, will continue, and I hope to see you back up here someday.
Thank you. I appreciate everybody's kind words, and I've enjoyed the last 20 or so months up here, and thank you to all of you for teaching me how to go about doing this. And Pat, thank you very much for, again, showing me how things went at a time when I had first started, and hopefully one day I will be back up here. I'm sure all of you and Ted will do a great job moving forward. So thank you. Thank you.
Would that be it?
Considering this is our last meeting before the holidays, may everyone and their families have a blessed holiday. Count your blessings. If you have your home and you have your family and your health, you have it all. Very happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah to everybody, and to my colleagues as well.
Same to you. Happy and healthy New Year, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.